Good afternoon, everyone. Today is March 18th, and now begins the 8th voting session of the House Ways and Means Committee. We have quite a long list of bills, so we're going to do our best to get through all of this before we have to be back on the floor. The very first bill that we have up is House Bill 57. This bill has amendments. Delegate Ebersol.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. As introduced, this bill established the Maryland Civic Excellence Program, the Maryland Civic Excellence Program in the State Department as a voluntary program to promote civic readiness and civic engagement in public schools. The amendments make the program one throughout the state, not within MSDE. They require the State Board of Ed to adopt regulations and establish requirements for awarding a seal of excellence to a qualified student. The regulations must include a capstone project through an extracurricular activity that is focused on civic service to the state, county, or local government. A county may opt into the program, but if it does, each public high school in the county is required to participate in the program. I move the amendments.
Second.
The amendments to House Bill 57 have been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor of the amendments to House Bill 57 say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? On the bill as amended.
I move favorable as amended, Madam Chair.
Second.
House Bill 57 has been moved and properly seconded, favorable with amendment. Any discussion on the bill? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor of House Bill 57 with amendments say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 57 moves forward, favorable with amendments. House Bill 89, Delegate Ebersol.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This bill, as amended, would allow the State Inspector General for Education to pursue a memorandum of understanding with the Baltimore County Inspector General on matters pertaining to the local Baltimore County school system. Move the amendments.
Second.
The amendments to House Bill 89 have been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Delegate Hornberger.
So the school system, is the county government picking the Inspector General?
Yes.
Okay, and paying.
And paying them.
And then they have the powers to investigate the schools.
They do not currently have the power to investigate the school system. The county IG does not have purview over the school board or the school system.
Okay, and the bill will change that.
The bill would only change it in that the state IG, which does have purview over the Baltimore County school system, could establish an MOU with them for their help, but it has to come from the state IG. They have to initiate it and set it up. They don't have to. The bill only says they have to pursue it. It doesn't say it has to be completed.
Okay, so based on the bill title, I understand the bill's been amended.
Yeah, I got it right here.
So what does the bill do now?
Bill charges the State Inspector General of Schools to pursue a memorandum of understanding with the county IG on matters, because the county IG has purview over many things in the county, that they could have an MOU on matters pertaining to the school system.
Okay.
Any other discussion on the amendments? Delegate Young.
I just want to clarify, it's not a may, it looks like it's a shall, so
Shall pursue.
can you distinguish the difference between that and just a shall do?
They don't have to establish it. They can try.
Okay,
But if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
understood. Thank you,
Okay.
Madam Chair.
Doesn't is actually the correct pronunciation. We're not doesn't. Okay.
Is there any further discussion on the amendments? Seeing none, all those in favor of the amendments to House Bill 89, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 89 has been amended. On the bill as amended.
Thank you, Madam Chair. On the bill as amended, I move favorable.
Second.
House Bill 89 has been moved and properly seconded, favorable with amendments. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of House Bill 89, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, the ayes have it. House Bill 89 moves forward favorable with amendments. Next bill is House Bill 139. This bill has amendments. Delegate Palakovich-Carr.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This bill establishes Veterans Day as a sales tax-free day for items of sale to a veteran. Under the amendments for items that are $250 or less, the amendments also strike some provisions authorizing the comptroller to suspend the tax holiday and make some clarifying changes in terms of proving one's eligibility. Move the amendments.
The amendments to House Bill 139 have been moved and seconded. Any discussion on the amendments?
After the vote.
Yes, you can add a sponsor amendment here. So sponsor Buckle, Patterson, Hornberger, Wims, Miller, Long, Coley, Pastor, Hartman, Vogel, Griffith, Roberson, Maricopa North, Young. Addison, I need that hand high, high. Oh, thank you, thank you. All right, any discussion on the amendments to House Bill 139? Seeing none, all those in favor of the amendments to House Bill 139, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 139 has been amended. On the bill.
Move favorable as amended. Second.
House Bill 139 has been moved and properly seconded, favorable with amendments. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of House Bill 139, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 139 moves forward, favorable with amendments. House Bill 211, this bill has amendments. Delegate Roberson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 211 authorizes the Baltimore County to grant a property tax credit for property owned by the Fraternal Order of Police, Lodge 34. The amendment makes the delegation the sponsor of the bill. Move the amendments.
Second.
The amendments to House Bill 211 have been moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of the amendments to House Bill 211, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, the ayes have it. House Bill 211 has been amended. On the bill as amended.
Move the bill as amended.
Second.
House Bill 211 has been moved and properly seconded, favorable with amendment. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of House Bill 211 with amendments, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 211 moves forward, favorable with amendments. Next bill is House Bill 295. This bill has amendments. Delegate Patterson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This departmental bill, first of all, it's House Bill 295, Prohibition on Interactive Games and Revenue from Illegal Markets. This departmental bill prohibits a person from operating, conducting, or promoting an interactive game in the state and specifies disclosure requirements for gaming license applications and license holders. The amendment offered clarifies the application and purpose of the bill, specifies that a person is subject to the penalties under the bill only for a knowing violation, and requires certain fines to be distributed to the problem gambling fund. This amendment differs in one respect from the amendments offered by the subcommittee earlier today. It excludes language previously included under subparagraph 2 under the definition of interactive game. It is not necessary to include this provision, as the definition of interactive game is otherwise clear. Move the amendments.
Second.
The amendments to House Bill 295 have been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of the amendments to House Bill 295, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed to the amendments? The ayes have it. The amendments have been added to House Bill 295. On the bill as amended.
Move favorable.
Discussion, Delegate Buckle.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. I wanted to thank, as always, the subcommittee chair and council have been fantastic to work with as we work through over the weeks of this bill. I think that everyone, at least that I have talked to, wants to get to the same point of where we are prohibiting essentially unlawful, unregulated internet gaming that's outside the ambit of what we do here in Maryland. And we've made those decisions collectively to not go with iGaming at this point. The bill is, to my way of thinking, much better because of the work that the group has done in terms of clarifying what is and is not permissible. I have a few still just fundamental concerns. They're not anything that keeps me awake at night, certainly, but as a result would probably vote against the bill. But I did want to make that clear that I think that the committee's work, subcommittee's work, has been much better of defining what is lawful, what is not, so that people can operate in this space without the threat of prosecution or fine if they're really intending to not offer something that is illegal. And I hope the industry takes that to heart. Tailor your games, tailor your products to things that fit within these definitions to the best extent possible. Don't try to use it as an end around to provoke iGaming. So the amendments do make the bill better, and I'll vote against at this point in time and hope to continue to talk with people as we move it through. We can all maybe get to the same point. I appreciate the indulgence.
Thank you, Delegate, and thank you for your comments. Any further discussion on the bill? Seeing no further discussion, all those in favor of House Bill 295 say aye. Aye. Any opposed, raise your hand. Any opposed, raise your hand. Okay, wonderful. Opposed to the bill, Delegate Buckle, Delegate Hornberger, Delegate Miller, Delegate Long, Delegate Hartman, and Delegate Griffith. Delegate Griffith is unsure. We'll count him as opposed. All right, the ayes have it. House Bill 295 moves forward favorable with amendments. Colleagues, I'm going to go a little bit out of order because we have a very long vote list, and I want to make sure we get to it as there is a secondary committee that needs to take it up. I'm going to jump to House Bill 898, the Decade Act. Delegate Polakovich-Carr.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The bill, as it came in and as amended in the committee, extends the job creation tax credit, the research and development tax credit, and the security clearance, employer security clearance cost tax credit, and makes some programmatic changes to the biotechnology investment tax credit, film production tax credit, and to the RISE Zones program. The committee amendments are quite long. I'm going to try to get through these pretty efficiently, but happy to take questions on the committee amendments. So starting with RISE Zones, our committee amendments alter the eligibility for rental assistance under the RISE Zone program and maintain the period of time for which a RISE Zone may be renewed. Also, related to RISE Zones, we strike an alteration to the calculation of the biotechnology investment incentive tax credit for companies that are located in a RISE zone or specified counties, and also strike requiring a method of electronic filing for the credit. For the film production tax credit, we specified a purpose for that program, and then we increased for certain fiscal years the cap per production from $10 million to $30 million per production. We strike provisions expanding eligibility for an enhanced property tax credit under the Enterprise Zone program. Getting into some of the smaller changes here, there were some changes in terms of the MEDAF program and basically how a local government would indicate their support. And then we also are requiring that there still be some local contribution to participation in that program, although we strike the 10% required match. For Sunny Day Fund, use of those funds, we increased from 21 to 30 days the period of time for which the Legislative Policy Committee has to review and to comment on those use of funds. We make a number of reporting requirements, either new requirements or alterations. And then lastly, a few technical amendments. I move the amendments.
The amendments to House Bill 898 have been moved and properly seconded. Any discussion on the amendments? Delegate Buckle.
I had a question. I think it would fit here, and we could, it's easy. We had a discussion in subcommittee about the $30 million cap for the film tax credit. Did we get a conclusion as to whether that's for the length of the production, so one production is 30 million, or is it $30 million per year, which there's money there now for technically, but there wouldn't be money after that because we're capping it at 12 million a year?
Council can respond to that.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We did receive a response, and they clarified that a single season counts as a production for purposes of that limitation. Otherwise, you know, if there is a film, then that would also just count as a single production. And I'll be sure to provide you that.
So every
additional
season of a television show, like when we used to have House of Cards or Veep, every season is a production. Technically, this is saying they could get up to $30 million, but we're only putting 12 million a year, setting aside, not putting money in. I hate to say that for tax credits. We're setting aside $12 million in credit eligibility. So once we bleed through the backlog, there's money in the program because no one's used it very much the last couple of years. Once we bleed through that, the $30 million number would really become superfluous because there would only be 12 million a year to get.
If sufficient numbers of productions apply for the credit.
Right,
That's
so if you
correct.
have one production in that given year that qualified for $30 million, they could only get 12 because there's only 12 there.
Correct.
Okay, thanks for the clarification.
Thank you, Delegate. Any other discussion on the bill? Actually, I'm sorry, were we on the amendments? On the amendments. Any further discussion on the amendments? Okay, seeing none, all those in favor of the amendments to House Bill 898, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 898 has been amended. On the bill as amended.
Move favorable as amended. Second.
House Bill 898 with amendments has been moved and properly seconded. Favorable with amendment. Any discussion on the bill as amended? Seeing none, all those in favor of House Bill 898, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 898 moves forward favorable with amendments. We will go back to our list to House Bill 320. This bill does not have amendments. Delegate Roberson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 320 authorizes Anne Arundel County to grant a property tax credit for property in a rural legacy area for which the development rights have been sold under the Rural Legacy Program. Move the bill.
Second.
House Bill 320 has been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor of House Bill 320 say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 320 moves forward favorable. House Bill 352, Delegate Ebersol.
Madam Chair, this bill repeals a current law sunset provision that beginning in fiscal 2028 precludes the use of concentration of poverty grants program personnel and per pupil grants to provide for programs. So it repeals the sunset and allows it to continue, required under state regulation. The amendments, and I'm quoting from someone, the amendments remove drafting surplusage. Move the amendments.
Second.
The amendments to House Bill 352 have been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor of the amendments to House Bill 352, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 352 has been amended. On the bill as amended.
Oh, move favorable. Sorry, I saw the light, threw me off. Way to go, Hartman.
House Bill 352 has been moved and properly seconded with amendments. Any discussion? Delegate Hartman.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So do we have any information as to what counties this impacts more than others? Who are the winners and who are the, like?
You mean who gets the concentration of poverty grants?
Correct.
This bill doesn't change any of that. We could talk about how that's in the blueprint. All this changes is that the current usage of those concentrations of poverty grants
Continue.
is going to remain the same, right?
So back to my original question.
Okay.
Can somebody tell me what counties that would impact more so than others as far as who's getting the money?
So your question is, allowing for the additional usage of the concentration of poverty grants, which counties is that generally has a disadvantage, and which ones will it continue to if we continue it?
That's, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm going to let council see if he can scratch that one out.
Council.
So this is funding that goes to community schools throughout the state. I don't have a good list immediately accessible of where the community schools are in the state. I know they're almost, I think in every single county there's one. I can get that for you soon. But
I think one of my community schools sent me a bunch of Valentines, so I know I have that one at
Yes.
least.
Yeah, and they didn't pay for them with the grant. I just want to be clear there, okay?
I'll verify. So it's at least one in every county, some have mores. Some have more. Did I say mores? Okay.
It is.
Thank you.
I believe so, sir.
Thank you for the question.
All right, any further discussion on the amendments? Okay, all those in favor of the amendments to House Bill 352, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? On the bill as amended.
Move favorable, Madam Chair.
Second.
All right, House Bill 352 has been moved and properly seconded, favorable with amendments. Any discussion on the bill as amended? All right, seeing none, all those in favor of House Bill 352, favorable with amendments, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 352 moves forward favorable with amendments. Next bill is House Bill 531. Delegate Ebersol.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As amended, this bill will make a study by the MSDE into current extracurricular STEM and robotics programs in the state, and require that the State Department make recommendations about the feasibility of adopting uniform standards and establishing competitive programs for robotics throughout the state. Move the amendments.
Second.
The amendments to House Bill 531 have been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Delegate Hornberger.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair. This is a great bill, and I wanted to be me too.
All right, sponsor amendment, Delegate Hornberger.
Yeah, I'll go on it too.
Delegate Young. Delegate Palovich-Carr.
Just a study on robotics.
The Vice Chair, Delegate Ebersol. Delegate Wims. Delegate Miller. Delegate Vogel. And Delegate Maricopa North. Any other discussion on the amendments? Seeing none, all those in favor of the amendments to House Bill 531, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 531 has been amended. On the bill as amended.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Move favorable as amended.
Second.
House Bill 531 has been moved and properly seconded, favorable with amendment. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor of House Bill 531 with amendments, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 531 moves forward favorable with amendments. Next bill is House Bill 547. This bill has amendment. Delegate Palovich-Carr.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The bill as it came in would have expanded the existing Maryland income tax subtraction modification for the purchase and installation cost of enhanced agricultural management equipment to include any such equipment that the Secretary of Agriculture specifies in regulation. The amendments strike those provisions, expanding eligibility, and instead require the Secretary of Agriculture to annually report on any agricultural equipment that the Secretary recommends should qualify for the subtraction. Move the amendments.
The amendments to House Bill 547 have been moved and properly seconded. Any discussion on the amendments? Seeing none, all those in favor of the amendments to House Bill 547, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Delegate Hartman is opposed. Anyone else? All right, the ayes have it. House Bill 5, I'm sorry? That was on the amendments. Yeah. House Bill 547 has been amended. On the bill as amended.
Move favorable as amended. Second.
House Bill 547 has been moved and properly seconded, favorable with amendments. Any discussion? Okay, seeing no discussion, all those in favor of House Bill 547, favorable with amendments, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed to the bill? Okay, the ayes have it. House Bill 547 moves forward, favorable with amendments. The next bill is House Bill 569, Delegate Roberson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Actually, I'll defer to Delegate Hartman on this bill.
The bill repeals a requirement that a dwelling house of a surviving spouse or military service member who died in the line of duty.
I'm sorry.
Wait a minute, you told me.
We're making sure you're ready. We're making sure you're ready, Delegate Hartman.
I'm sorry, Madam Chair. He distracted me. And
It's the chair's fault.
House Bill 569, the Queen Anne's County Delegation Bill, authorizes the county to use revenue from development impact fees to pay capital costs for replacement of public school facilities. Move the bill.
House Bill 569 has been moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor of House Bill 569, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 569 moves forward favorable. The next bill is House Bill 575. This bill has amendments. Delegate Ebersol.
Madam Chair, as introduced, this bill requires the State Department and each county board of education to adopt attendance policies excusing students from conducting, when they are conducting civic engagement before the General Assembly or other activities deemed civic engagement by the county and board of education. Amendments remove the requirement the State Department adopt the policy, and we expand the bill to include civic engagement through contribution to the policy process for other public-facing bodies and the Maryland General Assembly PAGE program. Move the amendments, please.
Second.
The amendments to House Bill 575 have been moved and seconded. Discussion on the amendments. Delegate Hornberger.
Constitutional. Thank you, Madam Chair. I had a question in subcommittee, and we're going to get back to it, so.
What was the question?
The question, basically, I outlaid a scenario whereas the schools could use the school buses to load up the children and take them before the county to ask for more funding for the school budget. Would that be permissible under this bill?
I'm going to take a stab at this, okay? I responded.
Delegate Ebersol.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Go ahead.
I responded in subcommittee that would be a misappropriation of school funds to take students to do political work. I think that I think it'd be an ethical violation.
I think Alistair had it.
Yeah, Alistair, you want to?
So, thank you, sir. Sorry I didn't get back to you on this until now. I checked
fine.
with an esteemed council person, and I don't think there's any direct prohibition in state law. However, this scenario you're presenting is ethically dubious, and I think could, depending on the facts at play, could result in some sort of thing. However, I think under federal law, it would be a violation, because the school systems are accepting federal funds, violative of the Hatch Act to engage in political activity of that kind. So I do think it's prohibited, but I defer
I think
to.
that the Hatch Act only refers to executive branch employees.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
First part of the answer remains the same, though, right?
Okay, so it sounds like unethical. Okay, thank you.
I would say that I don't think there's anything preventing that from happening now. I don't think that this bill somehow authorizes that, because theoretically, the bill is making sure that there's an excused absence for
Right.
a student to be able to participate. Students are not barred from participating now. We're just making it more clear in law. There's nothing in law that says that a student must get an excused absence. But we see students up here all of the time, delegates, so they're not prohibited. So in your scenario, the schools, the parents would have to engage and And they would have to get a signed note to get an excused absence. There would be policies that the counties would have to do. But what I'm pointing out is in your scenario, theoretically, a school, whether it's unethical or violates law or not, theoretically, a school could do that now.
If I may.
Delegate Eversole.
And I would say that if you're loading kids onto a bus, that's not really an absence from school. It's more like a field trip anyway, even though I'd still say it's unethical. I don't think it would apply here because you wouldn't count that as an absence from school.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, further
some
discussion.
lights
Let's go to
flashing.
Delegate Mariku North.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just to clarify the amendments, where it says contributing to the consideration, development, or implementation of policy issues, that's mean that's going to be determined by the particular boards of education, or are we just assuming things like testifying, going to rallies, things like that?
Delegate Eversole.
Yeah, and I think Alistair probably can clarify a little bit too, but yes, it means coming down here to testify a bill, means visiting with a legislator or a council person, talking to them about legislation. And we kept it to kind of state level and county and local level. Alistair, did I get that pretty clear?
Council.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It applies to open public-facing bodies, which are those that are policy-making and enforcing bodies under the Open Meetings Act that have elected or appointed members. So it would apply to General Assembly, but also a local school board or a local county council.
Delegate Young.
Just wanted to quickly address Delegate Hornberger's question. If the school were to bring students to the legislature to advocate, they could do so as long as it's viewpoint neutral. If they were to tell the students to select a specific viewpoint or to advocate in a specific way, that would violate the Constitution, First Amendment, as compelled speech.
Thank you. Madam Chair, if I may.
Delegate
And
Eversole.
again, I don't think that would count as an absence at the school level, so they wouldn't have to excuse it. It would be more like a field trip.
Delegate Buckle.
I had a question specifically, obviously, you have a constitutional right to protest. Even, minors have a constitutional right to attend a protest, to walk out of school for a variety of reasons. Does this bill somehow suggest that that type of spontaneous or organized protest activity must be an excused absence?
The bill does not suggest that, no. If
Okay.
you look at the bill, it
That's what I thought.
outlines civic engagement, but what's most important is that the bill says that the counties will develop their specific policies. So if a county wants to get more specific around what that can entail, then they're able to do so.
Okay, and that's what I thought originally, that a lot of the intent was to allow kids to get more engaged with sort of official, semi-official civic activities without their parents being like, you're going to ruin your perfect attendance, or you're going to create a problem with, you can only be out so many days a year versus, so I appreciate that clarification.
Yes, and if you recall, that's exactly why I brought this bill, is because we have so many amazing students that come testify and wanting to make sure that that's an excused absence. And so that's the intent, is to engage
Great.
on civic engagement. But we got feedback that, hey, we want to do more than the General Assembly. I don't know why they would want to come anywhere but
Where
Annapolis.
else would you wanna go?
But apparently they do. And so we did expand it to include other public bodies. But I think under the bill, it's a max of 2 days,
Okay.
right? 2 days?
I think.
2 days or 15 hours. So it's
15
not
hours
an
if you have an hour.
unlimited,
So
yeah,
it's not unlimited.
Yeah.
right.
Thank you, I appreciate
Except
it.
I should note, we made an exception for pages because they're here for 10 days. Okay, we didn't want to suddenly rule them out. I believe they excused them anyway, but we wanted to make sure we didn't push them off.
Delegate Miller.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The discussion just brought up a question. One is, when you said note signed by whom, is that like, would this still be involving the parents? Is it up to the school system to set the policy? Or could whatever teacher or whomever that they're with sign a note?
Council.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The bill does not address that. It's up to the school systems to set the policy. However, I think that it's typical of school systems to require parental permission for excursions and absences.
Okay, would that be our legislative intent to keep involving parents? Because when we're talking about, it doesn't necessarily have to be loaded into a school bus, but they could be loaded into a teacher's car to go, and since we broaden the scope from Annapolis to a public-facing body, that's a little bit more of a concern.
Our legislative intent is for the counties to create their specific policies. So their specific policies can say a parent signed a note. It can say however the school system would like to do it. So we're allowing the locals to tailor this towards their needs and their requirements. So county policies are required under this bill, and that would be one of them.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair.
Delegate Ebersol.
And I want to point out that the example of students getting into cars is strictly prohibited. Okay, a teacher can't drive kids anywhere in their private car and not be liable for what happens, okay? Under no circumstances, even if I see a kid who didn't get picked up by their parents, I could not take them home in my car. It was against the rules.
Okay, further discussion? Yes, all right. Delegate Maricoux North, Delegate Polakovich Carr, the Vice Chair, Delegate Ebersol, Delegate Patterson, Delegate Wims, Delegate Coley, Delegate Vogel, Delegate Roberson. Delegate Addison, Delegate Addison, I looked at you this time. No, hold on. Delegate Addison, I paused and looked at you this time. That hand was not up. Now I know. Okay. Delegate Addison, Delegate Young, and Delegate Pastor. Thank you. All right. Any other discussion on the amendments? All those in favor of the amendments to House Bill 575, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed to the amendments? The ayes have it. House Bill 575 has been amended. On the bill as amended.
Move favorable. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Second. All right. House Bill 575 has been moved and properly seconded, favorable with amendments. Any discussion on the bill as amended? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor of House Bill 575 with amendments, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed, please raise your hand. The ayes have it. House Bill 575 moves forward, favorable with amendments. The next bill is House Bill 590. Delegate Roberson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 590 is a Howard County delegation bill that requires the county to use a portion of transfer tax revenues for programs to enhance the commercial viability or environmental sustainability of agriculture. Move the bill.
House Bill 590 has been moved and properly seconded. Any discussion on House Bill 590? Seeing none, all those in favor of House Bill 590, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 590 moves forward, favorable. House Bill 606 is next. Delegate Roberson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 606 is an Anne Arundel County delegation bill that expands eligibility for a property tax deferral program in the county to include members of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration and the Public Health Service. Move the bill.
Second. House Bill 606 has been moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of House Bill 606, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed, please say aye. Please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 606 moves forward, favorable. The next bill is House Bill 734. This bill has amendments. Delegate Roberson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 734, property tax on agricultural use assessment, extends the deadline that initially ended December 31st, 2025 to go to December 31st, 2030 for a community solar energy generating system on land use for agrivoltaics to be approved by the Public Service Commission in order to qualify for the agricultural use assessment. The amendment establishes a process for the State Department of Assessments and Taxation, SDAT, to determine in advance of construction whether the proposed agrivoltaics project will qualify for the agricultural use assessment. Move the amendments, please.
Second. The amendments to House Bill 734 have been moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor of the amendments to House Bill 734, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 734 has been amended. On the bill as amended.
I move the bill as amended.
Second.
House Bill 734 has been moved and properly seconded, favorable with amendments. Any discussion on House Bill 734 on the bill? Delegate Hartman.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So I've been challenged with this one, even in subcommittee. Talking to the Farm Bureau and the Grain Association, they support it. So help me understand, if we have solar panels, and it has to be a concentration of solar panels on the land, there has to be ag use under it, whether it's animals or plantings. So we're not running combines and growing corn and soybean, it's other types of agriculture. You have possibly 100 acres of solar panels needing to generate $2,500 of agricultural income, correct? $2,500 for 100 acres, it doesn't matter, there's no stipulation on the size. So this would really be encouraging the erosion of farmland for grain if we're encouraging solar panels and then taking a solar field and taxing it as agriculture, like eliminating the tax on all of the personal property of the solar panels. Is that an accurate understanding of the bill? It's aligning so that that can continue. I know this doesn't do it. It allows a 2022 bill that did that to continue.
Correct.
Delegate Roberson.
Yeah, I was on, first off, depending on the size of the solar panels, you could possibly put combines in between them. So that depends on how close you want to put them. Secondly, the land, all of the land must be used for agricultural usage. So it's not just a portion of the land, even though you say they get the $2,500 tax credit, all of the land
It's not a
still.
$2,500. They got to generate $2,500 from the ag use.
Right, but either way, because as you know, agriculture has, of course, declined as far as how much profitability you receive from the land. So, but it is required that all of the land must be used for agriculture use.
And we had the same advocates back then, and I'm looking at the 2022 vote sheet, and our dear friend, the farmer, Delgado, voted against it.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Have your questions been answered? Because the bell's just rung.
The bell's ringing. I'm just having a hard time with this one. They've been answered.
Okay. All right. On the amendments,
The bill.
on the bill, favorable with amendments. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of House Bill 734 with amendments, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Opposed to the bill are Delegate Long and Delegate Hartman. The ayes have it. House Bill 734 moves forward, favorable with amendments. Colleagues, we're going to pause here. We may come back after floor today. Please stay tuned. But we'll have to pause here. We didn't get through our vote list. It's crossover week, and we got to keep it moving. So we may return, or we might come in early tomorrow, but stay tuned. Thank you. We are now adjourned.